but I'm back. So we got the chicken out. I know I said it was like 4 minutes before the internet started being wonky. But yeah, how's your guys' day? I'm taking off the skin right now. Hey, what's up, dude? I'm making enchiladas. Do you see this? Hey, tell me if that. What? So you know Grandma's famous sauce, right?
Oh yeah, I used to pick up a really good.
Oh, thank
Thank
you.
you. I appreciate it. I made a couple. First ones didn't work, man.
Oh, I'm glad you got the key, dude. Sometimes we lose stuff and we need help, you know? You just gotta be a friendly neighbor. Okay. So we got that. We're gonna use, let's see, just a second, I'm gonna put that right there. Let's see. Sorry about the internet, you know? Let's go live chat. How's everybody doing? Sorry about, yeah, I already said that, but yeah, internet went out. All goody. Let's see. Then start shredding, I guess. Here, I'm just gonna do this. I like wooden spoons because they, or wooden cooking utensils, because they tend to stay sturdy, and you could actually chop, chop things up when you need to with them. So what we're gonna do? Oh, I should show you guys the. Man, this smells so good. So next step after we get all this situated, right? Chopped up finely. Okay. Alright, so skin and bones, shred into a bowl. We need a quarter of this. I'm gonna use two. And then abuelita sauce. We're gonna add a quarter cup of the abuelita sauce, right? And then we're gonna stir it in. So it stays juicy. Let's see, we're gonna add probably use like that much. We're gonna make it a little bit watery because the chicken's gonna soak that up. So let me show you guys. Yeah. So there's the chicken broth. I'm making chicken enchiladas, you know, Mexican restaurant style, but more traditional. My internet's all wonky, but right now we're just mixing in this chicken. We boiled the chicken for about, let's see, 25 minutes. What I'm doing is just stirring the enchilada sauce. Matter of fact, I'm going to add some of this. Real quick. because the base of this is just chicken stock. Ow. How's it going, Mr. Lebowski? It's good to see you're in. How's everybody doing? I'm making yeah, you can't see me. Well, I'm right here. I don't, I have the camera facing the opposite direction. Hold on, I gotta store this because I made chicken broth. I made two kinds of chicken broth. And this one's not for dogs. The enchilada one, not for dogs. So I'm using chicken broth from the enchilada. I'm gonna mix a little bit with my regular broth with no flavor, just chicken bones and whatnot. And I'm gonna add that to the jar. And there I go. I got a decent chicken broth. And then I can pour the rest of that chicken broth, let me wash this off, into my dog's food, because they're stubborn as hell. Hey, Mr. Lebowski, how you doing? How's work and everything? So we're gonna let this sit at room temp, just so it, it can stay cool, or, get room temp as it goes down, And then that's gonna be for the dogs afterwards. So let's get back to the enchiladas. So chicken, broth, enchilada sauce. So we're gonna spread a thin layer of this sauce at the bottom of this big pan, because that's what I'm not gonna bake these damn enchiladas, that's for sure, damn sure. So I'm just gonna get a base layer, right? Make sure that's all good. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna get our tortillas, and we're gonna get about 2 or 3 tablespoons worth of chicken in there. You don't have to be greedy. Just roll it up, right? Bam. And you want to put the seam side down. So you got this right here, because the seam, if you put it on the seam side down, it'll hold the seam and the enchilada together. So we got these tortillas were dipped in a medium pan with oil for 8 seconds while it was hot, and that's just to make sure that they're pliable and durable for the test of enchiladas. So yeah, my hands are freaking greasy right now. But yeah, I'm trying to make at least 6 to 8 enchiladas. If I can make 10, that'd be fantastic. And then, so what we're gonna do is we pour the enchilada sauce on the bottom pan first, because when we're cooking it, it's just gonna hold that seam together, and then you got nothing to worry about afterwards. You can enjoy your enchilada. Oh yeah. Where are you driving to, home? Well, that's good to hear that you had a decent day. It's been an interesting day. I woke up kind of early. I mean, I did get 6 hours of sleep, so I'm okay now. But I don't know, man. Life has a funny way of growing you in particular situations. Damn it. Well, this tortilla's probably gonna. Right. So we're gonna roll these tortillas up, seam down on the pan, there's 3. So we probably have enough for 6. For 10 and questionable. Make sure that the chunks don't overcrowd the spot. Yeah. I wish you would step up on that ledge, my friend. Oh yeah, Mr. Lebowski, I found a new band. Uh, just a second, I'll wash my hands and I'll tell you the name of the band. And it's a really good band. How's your vinyl thing going? I know you've been selling a lot of vinyls. How's that been working out, Mr. Lebowski? Okay. Just a second, guys. Dang, I got a lot of like videos, huh? Well, when I find it, I'll let you know, Mr. Lebowski, the band. Really cool band, too. They totally had like this 90s sense to it. Don't worry, guys. You see stuff drop on the counter. I made sure to sanitize the counter before, I start using it. Because I am very particular about not making people sick and using bad utensils or dirty utensils and countertops to serve food on. Okay, well that looks pretty awful, but you know what? We're gonna roll with it. We're gonna roll. We're gonna rock and roll. So, yeah, you just want to place like a spatula full of chicken. I think we can make 10. Just whether or not. Okay. And to fit it. So we got 4, 6, 8. Okay, so I guess I'm 6, 7. I guess we're just making 8. Which is fine. I don't mind. I mean, I could cook up 2 more, but yeah, I guess I can. Will they fit? That's the question. Oh, wait. Yeah, and this one's looking a little bit here. But what's going on, people? What's new with you? Yeah, when I eat enchiladas, I eat at least 3 to 4 at a time. But since I'm cooking for other people, I'm not going to be a fatty today. But don't you think that looks amazing? Let me show you. Let me show you what I'm doing here. So here's the enchiladas with the enchilada sauce. And there's the chicken and tortillas. So I'm gonna show you real quick what I did to make the tortillas pliable. I got about a little bit of oil in the pan, so I'm gonna add, shit. Okay, I'm gonna add, there you go. It's about 2-3 tablespoons of olive oil. I use olive oil, use whatever you want. But yeah, good driving. Oh yeah. We drive good, drive far, drive good, how far? No far, no far. We driving, we driving. Okay. Oil should be ready. Oh yeah. Yeah, these are ready. What you want to do is you get that, splash it around. You want to make sure that these tortillas get soaked in the oil, right? Because that's the whole point, is to make them pliable. And then we flip it over. Never flip it over with grease like that, like I'm doing. That's dangerous. You can burn yourself. And bam. So this will be number 8. And again, guys, it doesn't have to look pretty. It doesn't have to be perfect. You know, as long as you can eat it and it tastes delicious, that's all that matters. You know, perfectionists always the cause of their own no-calling. Any way you want it. Enchilada. Okay. See. Right. So we got 8 enchiladas. I'm gonna go ahead and, oh yeah, that's warm. It's a little warm. Oh yeah, that's warm. Okay. Oh, that's warm. Does not feel so good. Oh yeah. So we got about 9 enchiladas out of this. Okay, it's cooling down, Oh man, was that warm. Okay. So yeah, we got a decent amount of enchiladas. And then the next thing is I'm gonna wash my hands. I gotta check on the puppies too, because they get bored real easy. And no one moves. She's a little shit sometimes. Yeah, so I appreciate you guys coming in. Let's see what's next on here. Not really much to make another enchilada. Oh well. Oh yeah, I gotta check up on my clothes too. Put them to the dryer. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Okay. So after that, let's see. And then we're gonna just pour the sauce over the enchiladas, you know? Really get in there. Okay. Where's my spatula? Okay. I want to make sure all the enchilada sauce gets in everything. Okay. Now you want to turn on the pan, low medium heat, right? And then we're gonna spread, I got mozzarella, right? So we're gonna spread the mozzarella on our enchiladas. I like mozzarella. It's a great replacement if you don't have the Oaxaca cheese. Plus, who doesn't like mozzarella? So here we go. Yeah, we're gonna get that. Plus, any cracks in the tortillas, they'll be covered by the sauce. And looks like I'm out of Abuelita's very delicious hot sauce, enchilada hot sauce. I use grilled chili peppers, not the small ones, like most people would assume. But yeah, let's see. I'm gonna go take this and then let's see. We're just gonna let that sit in there and do its thing. Oh yeah. And then I'm gonna give it some broth. For everything else, there's MasterCard. God. Okay, guys. changes. I'm going to change it, yeah. Oh. Yeah. Hold on, I gotta wash my hands. And then I still have to get the rice back up and hot. But I gotta cook my beans first. A little less oil. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Oh my goodness. Does that not look unbelievably good? Oh my goodness. I gotta take a picture for my friends. They're gonna be drooling. Hold on. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just putting this stuff away. I was gonna make some udders, I guess it's called. I might have to cut that short, but here goes the beans. Beans are easy because they're already made, but I'm just refrying them or repurposing them because I like the flavor of the beans, and I also like how they come out. Just perfect, man. The color, the texture, the flavor. They're just really good beans to have. And then what you do is you, right for the right second, let these beans warm up a little bit. And as they warm up, you kind of just want to smash those beans. You don't have to smash them all at once, but you know, just give it a little, because that breaks open the bean and it gives the whole meal, a whole dish, you know, some texture, some flavor. Sometimes I do it with a fork, sometimes I do it with my spatula. The spatula is a little bit easier than the fork, but the fork does come in handy. The fork is mightier than a sword. And yeah, after this, I'm going to play a couple video games, and then it'll probably be time for me to head out to go make some money at Panhandles, because, well, I'm waiting on disability. Okay, so these beans are warmed up, what you want to do when they're smashed is you want to take some butter, because the butter is basically your thickener. It's going to make it thick and it's going to make it bind together better. Better butter. Better butter. Better. Better butter. Butter better. And these beans have been canned for a while, since I was a kid, probably longer than that. Yeah, these are just amazing. I still got a plate. I'm going to turn this off because I can't really tell what's going on. But it seems like they're ready. And what I'm doing is I'm melting the butter in the beans and I'm just mashing the beans so it has that color to it and that texture. Because these beans come pre-seasoned and they're super good. I mean, honestly, hands down, top choice for beans. And I'm not like crazy bean fanatic or anything, but yeah. Yeah, nobody's been on since Mr. Lukowski. Yeah. Plus, when you cook these beans like this, it makes them look kind of restaurant quality. I mean, I'll give you guys a show, and then look at that. And then we got the enchiladas, right? So I guess now it's time for the plate. I just gotta get, okay, warm up that rice too. Bum, 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 ba-da, 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 ba-da. What? They both shut inside and outside. Get this big. Good God, I gave you one. I was a creature before I could sing. Hey, what's up? How's it going? You're about to watch me plate my enchiladas and beans and rice. What a long day. I still have to throw my laundry in the dryer, and also, okay, it was just my imagination, and it's ready, ready. Come on. So I got freeze-dried cilantro, and I'm just sprinkling this down for a garnish, you know, microgreens. You give it that beautiful color, you know, the green, one of my favorite colors. And bam, now we got texture. Hold on. Okay. So let's see. Keep it right here. Oh yeah, that burned, but yeah, that's freaking delicious. All right, I gotta warm up this rice too, because I'm not gonna be eating cold Mexican rice right now. Hell no. I did too much to get this part, you know. Let's get some of that rice in there. We got the beans. So I'm just setting up my friend's dish real quick.
I gotta put this in the microwave.
Oh, dude, go ahead, go ahead. Yeah. Can you smell that? No? How's your day going?
Good, good. Thank you.
Yeah, of course, man. Don't want to get in your way, man. Okay. Sometimes I like to do crispy on the rice a little bit. So I'm gonna throw some butter. Then we're gonna throw some of these beans in here, right? Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll just layer it. Ah, I almost put that in my mouth. Oh my goodness, that would have been bad. Cross-contamination. Okay. So what are we doing here? Warming up the rice, warming up the rice. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I still have all that rice. So, trying to do a little monkey man. And sometimes I come up doing nothing. How's everybody's day going?